Dog culture is dehumanization. So, have you ever looked up the Cambodia Holocaust, the Rwandan genocide, or the Jewish Holocaust with the Hitler? One of the things that they used is dehumanization. So, what does it mean to dehumanize? It's a psychological process whereby opponents view each other as less than human, not deserving moral consideration. Dehumanization can lead to increased violence, human rights violations, war crimes, and genocide. We typically think that all people have some basic human rights that should not be violated. Innocent people should not be murdered, raped, or tortured. Rather, international law suggests they should be treated justly and fairly with dignity and respect. So, does that exist in the dog culture? No, it doesn't. We have people being killed by dogs, taken down by packs of dogs. People are afraid to be inside their homes because of dogs, or afraid to leave their homes because of dogs. And this is dehumanizing. It's dehumanizing in many ways. One of the ways is dog attacks on little kids. When the story makes the news, typically they will not say the name of the little kid, but they will say the name of the dog. The dog that has put the kid in the hospital, in a coma, amputated, or other terrible things. They will say, well, Fluffy the doggo has went to quarantine, but the kid is in the hospital and the kid is alive. That's dehumanizing. To take away somebody's name is dehumanizing. And one of the effects that dehumanizing has is everybody in society sees that story and they get a little piece of their empathy ripped away from them by experiencing that dehumanization. Even the best, nicest person that would never put their toddler next to a pit bull or another dog, when they see that story, they have their empathy partially damaged because they see other people treating humans bad. The Nazis did this with the Jews. When they treated the Jews bad, they also, the Jews saw each other being treated bad and it took away their empathy. And it's part of the reason that some of the Jewish people turned each other in, thinking that they would be fine as long as they turned in their fellow people and pretended to hate their fellow people, that maybe the Nazis wouldn't hurt them. And we see that with dog culture too. Psychologically, it's necessary to categorize one's enemy as subhuman in order to legitimize increased violence. Don't we see this with dog culture all the time? Say that a dog lover is attacked and killed by their dog, like a guy that has a bunch of pit bulls gets killed or something like that. Most of the people that watch those stories, they will say, oh, ha, 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 you deserved it. That's what you get for having a dangerous dog. Maybe they're right to say that, maybe they're not. But they're still giving up some of their empathy. And that's what this dehumanization does. And of course, on the other side of it, when everybody in society sees a dog attack, a large portion of people will just say, oh, well, gee willikers, it was probably the local coyotes that actually did that attack. Oh, golly, the dog probably was hurt behind closed doors. All of these little one-liner excuses that they have for dogs, basically you're making someone else your enemy in order to legitimize increased violence or justify a violation of a basic human right. A little infant is killed in the crib by a dog or killed by a pack of dogs out in his neighborhood. People will line up. Even the nicest church-going police officers, local drug counselors that seem to be the best people ever, they will line up to participate in this type of thing. And they slowly chip away their empathy. And that's why people say all of this stuff when a dog attack happens. Oh, don't blame the breed, blame the owner. And all those other one-liner things that people say when a dog attacks. To put the blame on some human somewhere in the dog's life, instead of just putting the blame on the fact that our society in general is putting fanged predators up inside of houses with little kids. The dangers of dehumanization. When de-individualization and the formation of enemy images are common, they form a dangerous process that becomes especially damaging when it reaches level of dehumanization. Often certain groups are signified as evil, morally inferior, or not fully human. Isn't that how dog owners treat anybody that has a differing opinion? Hey, your dog's been barking all day. Hey, your dog shit on my lawn. Hey, your dog bit some toddlers. Hey, your dog is where your dog shouldn't be. You cannot talk to most dog owners that way. You cannot express opinion like that online without being stigmatized as evil, morally inferior. Oh, you're a dog hater. Oh, you're an animal hater. Oh, you have any opinion that doesn't go with the mainstream of dog culture, then get ready for violence, get ready to be stigmatized, get ready to be called evil and morally inferior. It's a dehumanization. Parties may come to believe that destruction of the other side is necessary. That's what dog owners do. If you say that you don't want a dog in your life, what will the dog owner often say? Oh, you just need to meet more pit bulls, man. You haven't met the good pit bull dogs. You just need to get a dog, man. You don't understand the love what a dog ownership brings you. That's what dog owners think. Dog owners think that anybody that doesn't want a dog, they just need to be destroyed and assimilated. Dehumanization paves the way to human rights violations. Yeah. Is it not a human rights violation when a little kid can't just walk to the bus stop and not worry about being attacked by a dog? Is it a human rights violation when community members that don't want to own dogs, their vote and their voice doesn't count? They have to tolerate barking and public waste and having their little kids be afraid to play outside? With dehumanization, it becomes easier to rationalize contentious moves or severe actions taken against each other's opponents. Yeah, with dog owners, someone will put a sign up at a local business. They don't want dogs to come over. I got a great video on that about Dewey's Bar. But then people will line up to say that business should be burned to the ground. Those business owners should go to prison. That business should just be ruined. And they will not have any empathy for the people that work there. There could be single mothers, pastors, dog owners. In my Dewey's Beer Garden story, the owner of that place is actually a dog owner. I actually had a conversation with that man. But dog owners will line up to just burn people's businesses, ruin their lives, because they think that person might have not let a dog on the property. Yet these businesses have very good reasons to not have dogs on the property in almost all of the cases, if not all the cases. Destroy the opponent. Yeah, with dog owners, everybody is their opponent. Anytime you have any other opinion than what the common dog culture is of the day, you're the opponent. And they're going to drum up goals to punish or destroy you. So that is a look at dehumanization. It happens in so many different ways with dog culture. Non-dog owners are totally ready to drop their empathy when they see dog owners get hurt by their own dogs. Dog owners will totally throw empathy out of the window when a dog hurts someone else. And it's all a huge dehumanization propaganda, just cliche driven. This whole thing is cliche driven. Anytime you see cliches, you know that you're getting propagandized. You know, the cliches like four-legged friend, fur daddy, I trust dogs more than I trust humans. How much do you trust humanity? Oh, well, I'm a dog person. All of those little cliches from dog culture, they're all designed to stop you from thinking. They're thought terminating cliches designed to dehumanize you and to, at the end, it's going to break society apart. Here's a little slide about dehumanizing. You know, it starts here with prejudiced attitudes, accepting of stereotypes. Yeah, dog owners are bad people. Or, no, they say dog owners are good people, right? But actually, dog owners are the least empathetic people you ever meet. And then we talk about acts of prejudice, name calling, belittling, social exclusion, social avoidance. Yeah, if you're not up in the dog culture and you don't want to prance around in dog shit and dog piss and listen to barking, then you're going to be prejudiced against. Discrimination, employment, housing, educational, harassment against nationality or other stuff. Yeah, if you're not part of the dog culture, all of this stuff is going to happen to you. Violence. Oh yeah, threats, assault, terrorism. People will say, "Oh, you want to say something bad about dogs? Wait till you meet my pit bull. You won't be talking anymore." Ha ha ha. Dog owners are the first ones to threaten violence. Arson, desecration, violating the sanctity of a house of worship or a cemetery. People are starting to bring dogs into churches, even letting dogs fight and bark and chomp at each other during a sermon, and letting dogs go on cemeteries and piss and shit. Ridiculous. And at the end of the day, genocide, deliberate systematic extermination of an entire people. Think about that one. People are choosing dogs over mates, dogs over children. People will totally allow dogs to kill little kids, and oftentimes dogs that have killed or maimed little kids get back into the system via the non-profits. So, dog culture is a huge dehumanization cult in our society, and hope you guys like this one. All the links will be in the description, and study up on it. It'll be eye opening for you, I think. See you guys later.